Are you okay? Have you stepped outside yet? Because if you haven't, I have a feeling you're going to be much more okay. This is the kind of weather, okay? This is the kind of weather that dreams are made of most of the year here in Central Florida. Let me take you outside and let's just peek out at what's going on. This is a shot from our new Smyrna Beach tower cam. Obviously, the surf picking up just a little bit. That is going to continue to be the case. Let's head over to downtown Orlando, where little by little, maybe, are you going to show up? There you go. All right. Little by little, we're getting more and more clearing. My friends, the weather forecast is outstanding. Okay, let's talk about temperature, shall we? We're beginning at 70 degrees in the city. We're in the mid-60s in Daytona Beach. And Ocala, you're at 60 degrees? What is going on? Is this fall in Central Florida? You betcha it is. Things are looking good. They're feeling good. Let's widen the perspective out. It is 59 degrees in Jacksonville, 49 degrees in Panama City Beach. So, yes, we have a cold front. It is marching through as we speak, and it is going to make all the difference in the world when we talk about our forecast over the next several days' time, okay? Radar's quiet. That's done and over with. Our 12-hour forecast, just so that we can plan things, shows the temperature still falling through about the next hour. I think we get into the upper 60s for our low temperature today. Then we'll start to climb. 75 by 11 o'clock. I think we'll do 79 degrees or so by 1 o'clock. We're going to top off today at 83 degrees. Yesterday was 90, today is 83, and then we start to drop back off. Our 9 p.m. temperature, when I'm taking Stella out for that little pee-pee, is going to be 70 degrees. And then we keep dropping. Guys, fall is here. Man, I love this stuff. Yvonne, good morning to you. Sarah, Carolyn, good morning. How can we not all be partying with this, right? Right? I mean, right? Like am I crazy? I don't know. Look at these high temperatures today. This is a reality, finally. Jody, Joe, good morning. I'm loving this weather. Nancy says, Eric, it feels great in Tampa this morning. So happy, right? Kim, I love that you're as excited as I am about the weather. I'm such a nerd, especially when the weather looks like this. Man. Dad, good morning to you. Kenneth, good morning. Had a small sellover, it's a 3 a.m. rain. So yeah, Joanne, it's funny. I got into the office this morning and I was like, I feel like there should be some rain around. And I look at the radar. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there was definitely some good heavy downpours. Justin, it's moving your way. Look at that. High temperature in Melbourne, 83 degrees today. Yukon, I let dogs out at 7:30 and it's still warm and humid in Melbourne. Yeah, you're still at 75. Give it a little bit of time. Although I feel like your humidity should be gone by now. Hold on. Dew point temperatures across Central Florida. I mean, your dew points in Melbourne is in the mid-60s. If that doesn't feel good to you, then I don't know. Step back out. I bet you that you'll be surprised. Dew point is 48 degrees in Ocala. Holy cannoli. This is a real deal, y'all. This is not a fake front. Chilly morning in Palm Coast. Isn't it great to say, Bridget? These are dew point temperatures. These are not actual temperatures, but let's take a mental note here for a minute, okay? Dew points in the, of course, I clicked the wrong button. Hold on. Let me move this. Dew points are in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. All right? Let's look at the dew point definitions on the Muggy meter. 40s, 50s, and 60s. Pleasant, pleasant, and pleasant. Maybe if you're in some of the areas that are in the upper 60s, it's comfy. But the bottom line is it's pleasant or comfy. The humid, steamy, miserable, forget it. It's gone. It's done, at least for a little while. We are in a very so again, comfortable or comfy, muggy, comfy dew points, mid to upper 60s. Everything else is pleasant. All right, so it's comfy in Brevard County. The rest of us are in that pleasant, just it feels great category. Yeah. Katie says, sitting on the porch drinking my coffee. Glorious. Speaking of glorious, can we talk a little bit about tonight's forecast? Are you cool with that? You cool if we do this? Are you ready? All right, let's talk about this. Starting up in Marion County, okay? Here's a look at our overnight low temperatures tonight. 55, 55, 55, 55. Let's head south a little bit. 57 in the Villages, 55 in Rutland, 59 in Eustis, 60 in Claremont. Let's head into Brevard and Osceola counties, 62s or so into Osceola. Barrier Island and Brevard County, it's going to be a little milder for you. That's okay. But look up to the north. Titusville, 66. Let's head into the metro, the I-4 corridor. 62 degrees in Windermere, 60 degrees in Apopka, 59 in DeLand, and into the mid-60s in Volusia. I don't know. What do you say about that? What do you say about that? Charles says, woo, sliding glass and windows are open. Very nice this morning. It's funny, I haven't even looked. What's the deal at my house? Charles, you know, being my neighbor, you could tap into my weather station and get the data literally like a few houses down. It is 66 degrees at my house right now with a dew point temperature of 57. It's kind of funny. Let me just zoom out. Look at that. You can see right when the front moved through. Let me just zoom in here. Yeah. 3 a.m. Look at the temperature. This is at my house. You could see 3 a.m. is right. Watch the temperature and the dew point drop. That's at my house. Isn't that funny? I love that. Yeah. Temperature when let's see here. 3 a.m. I just need to look because I'm a nerd now. So at 3 a.m., it was 76, dew point of 72, and now it's 66 with a dew point of 57. Love that. Tonight's temperatures are looking great. Now, that all said, I threw some stats together. So, with tonight's tomorrow morning's temperature at 62 and tomorrow night / Tuesday morning's temperature of 63, it made me wonder, how long has it been since we've had a stretch of morning lows 2 days in a row below 63? And you have to go back to April 22nd and 23rd to get that. So it's the coolest air we have seen in what, like 6 months? Just under 6 months? Yeah. How about that? How about that? I'm so okay with that. Feels amazing in Deltona, Bonnie says. Good morning to you. Is Florida actually going to participate in seasons this year? Listen, Florida always does in its own way, and that's exactly where we're headed this time. Glenda says, I love the way you do the news. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Glenda. Kevin says, first morning in a while on the patio with a cup of coffee, downtown Winter Park. You know, it's funny. My favorite room in my house is my back patio. And on a day like today, I wish that I was sitting out there doing coffee talk. Yukon, Eric enjoyed last weather piece when you mentioned suburbs. Don't hear enough of that term about Metro Orlando. My question, is Brevard communities considered the eastern suburbs? I would say so. Or, you know, I don't know. Brevard, if it were me, I would honestly, when I think of the suburbs of Orlando, if I'm thinking the eastern suburbs, it's going to be like Wedgefield, Avalon Park area. If I'm thinking Brevard, that's just the Space Coast, you know. But that's, you know, I feel like that's also a term that's just very much up to the person, right? It's all subjective. I don't know. That's just me. 3-degree drop and still humid. That's not major and shouldn't be called cold at 75. Well, Becky, way to be a negative Nancy. I don't know. Temperatures are dropping to 62 degrees. It's been months since we've gotten 62, and I don't think I called any of this cold. You see that graphic? It's fall cool down. Okay. Just for what it's worth. Just for what it's worth. I don't think I ever said it was cold. But maybe we need to get you a cup of coffee and a smile. I'm enjoying this cool weather. It's definitely that, Joanne. It is lovely, isn't it? Yay, have to work outside on my camper and truck to get ready for a trip to Georgia and Tennessee in a couple of weeks. Loving the cool. Oh yeah, Brian, and it's going to be perfect as you drive up that way. St. Augustine feels wonderful, windows open. Absolutely. And take a look, by the way, at the 7-day forecast. It's going to continue to be just great. Janice, what app are you using that shows you house temperature? I have a weather station at a Weather Flow Tempest, and it's just their app. Yep. Yeah, let's see here. How much have you lost so far? I'm down 90 pounds, plus or minus a little bit. I haven't checked today. Yeah. Look at the 7-day forecast, though, my friends. 60s, 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 daytime highs, 80s, 80s, 80s. It's great. Oh, my gosh. It is great. I love it. Man, I love it. Jill says, beautiful morning. Rotus, yes, we do know. We do know, my friend. Tell me this weather is here to stay. It's not. As a matter of fact, Well, I put this in my calendar. Let me just go back and find when I put it. Yeah. So Friday, this Friday, in my weather calendar, I don't know if you can see up the top, it says warm up, question mark. So indicators are that this Friday, I mean, you can see it's 87 on the 7-day forecast, but the long range forecasting does show that. So for what it's worth, yeah, for what it's worth, maybe one of those cases where we start to warm up those temperatures a little bit. And then after that, I believe I've got a cool front scheduled in there. Yeah, front/storm system on Sunday the 24th. So that would be a welcome sight. I do want to mention a little bit in the tropics. Give me 2 seconds. I want to show this to you. First off, right now we are quiet. And I think that we stay that way for the most part. There are several things, though, that are showing up that I want to make mention. So let's pop up the BSR. Remember, the BSR, we use this when the LRC is unavailable during the months of October and November. It's one of the 2 long-range forecasting techniques that we use. All right? All right, so that said, Carolyn, where's your weather station mounted? On the roof? No, it's mounted on on my back fence. All right, so let's roll through here. We've got a couple of little features. Little front storm system there, a couple of fronts, move through, bada bing, bada boom. But I'm going to one thing in particular I wanted to point out. Right here, okay, see that little tropical system thing? Right there, there is a little indicator. That's the first, like, pretty decent indicator of something tropical on the LRC, or excuse me, on the BSR. That would be around, give me a second. That's November 4th, okay? That's November 4th. So I'm putting in my calendar today, tracking the tropics, and I'm going to put location, I'm going to put Gulf, okay? And added, today is 10/17. So for those of you that are adding the long-range things to your calendar as well, for November 4th, I just added tracking the tropics, location Gulf, because of that little indicator there, and that would be November 4th, okay? So November 4th, there's a pretty decent indicator of something in the Gulf of Mexico. So weeks away, yes, but that's going to be the first, kind of clear tropical something. Is it tropical? We'll have to wait and see. But the LRC has been fairly quiet over the last couple of days, which is good, but you know, it is what it is. And then if we go further on the BSR here, let's see, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. Then move there, moves through there, and then right after that, another cold front. Yeah. So anyway, that's where we're at. Just wanted to point it out. But again, for right now, the tropics are nice and quiet. Great motorcycle riding weather? Yeah, I think so. I definitely think so. You clean up well. Janice, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Speaking of motorcycle weather, of course, remember, Biketoberfest wraps up today. For those out there enjoying, stay safe. Everybody check twice for motorcycles. Weather forecast continues to look just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Where do I add the info on my phone? I just put it in my calendar. Yeah. Katie says, you said November 4th and weeks away. I almost had a heart attack. This year's going so fast now. I know, it's true. It's true. The year is wrapping up. How much time do we have left? Is there a clock yet on the teleprompter? No. 8:40. Okay, 8 minutes left. Okay, very good. I'd like an even colder blast. Listen, we walk before we run. You know what I mean? But this 7-day forecast, I want you to take note, does not have any 90s on there. So for what it's worth, that's a bit of a shift. I'll take it. All right? All right, fairly quick coffee talk today because I have to go do some TV stuff, but 7-day forecast looking unbelievable. I will tell you that I'm going to keep you updated through the day on our cool, dry air that is settling in. In the meantime, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see you tomorrow morning. I'm doing WESH 2 News Sunrise, so Coffee Talk will be the hectic variety as I go back and forth and do the TV stuff. All right? All right, be good, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out.